And coming up at 6:30 on the Fan Sports Show on TXA 21, Gina Miller previews Rangers A's with a live report from the ballpark. She gets you ready for Spurs Heat. Gina pays tribute to the Wingstop High School Scholar Athletes live in studio. And you can tell they're here because you can smell the wings here in the studio.
It smells so good. At the beginning of the newscast, we were trying to figure out where is this from?
Who brought the wings? Yep, there they are.
So good, but they won't share, will they? Probably not.
Probably not, but that's all right.
And for the past 10 months, we have introduced you to some of the brightest and best young stars in North Texas. Tonight, we are honoring our Wingstop Scholar Athletes and having a little bit of fun with them, too. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Gina.
We also appreciate our young, talented Wingstop Scholar Athletes. We are saluting them next here on the Fan Sports Show. We'll catch up with them and find out how their scholarships have impacted their post-high school plans. We're heading in Studio B when we come back on The Fan.
You're watching The Fan Sports Show.
Throughout the school year on TXA 21, we have brought you and introduced you to some of the best and brightest student athletes across North Texas. Since August of last year, we have honored them as our Wingstop Scholar Athletes of the Month. You're looking at them live right now. Each of these 10 high school students is an absolute star in the classroom, on the field, or on the turf in their respective sport, and they also give back to the community. They're future leaders, and we are so proud to recognize them. Tonight, it's time to celebrate. As you can see, we've brought all of our Wingstop student athletes and their families into our studio here to celebrate and enjoy what else? Wings. And we're also here with members of Wingstop to honor these special young kids right now. So before I go on any further, let's give them a quick round of applause. Thank you and congratulations to all of you for coming in tonight. We certainly appreciate it. Now, the awarding process has been kind of fun throughout the month. Some of these young student athletes have been surprised. Some other kids had a bit of a clue. Our August Wingstop Scholar Athlete of the Month was Darian Hatcher from Scurry Rosser High School, our furthest Wingstop Scholar Athlete. I had to drive, I think, about an hour and a half to come visit you, but it was worth it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, the cool thing was, when Darian was awarded this, the entire school, the entire high school, right, all 9th through 12th grade, assembled in the gym at Scurry Rosser for a quote-unquote pep rally.
Yeah.
And then we brought you in, and you had no idea, did you?
I had no idea what was going on.
When you walked in and you saw all the whole student body assembled in there with the principal, mind you, what did you think?
Pep rally.
Did you have any clue it was for you?
No. Camera pointing at my face, and I had no idea what was going on.
We did a very good job as well. And I get the impression that a lot of student athletes thought that you were in trouble. Gabriel Ortuno from North Dallas High School is a tennis player, and we actually interrupted Gabriel. I'm going to come all the way over here and say hello to Gabriel and his family. We interrupted you while you were in class. Weren't you? Wait, let me get the microphone over here. You were in what class was it that we interrupted?
AP Environmental Science.
AP Environmental Science. And here I come in with a camera a la Cops with our photographer walking into the room. What did you think when we walked in and I said, is Gabriel Ortuno in here?
Yeah, definitely surprised. Guess first thing came up, what did I do wrong? But yeah, then you give pretty good surprise. So.
And we should mention what that surprise is. That surprise is pretty good. Each of these student athletes, all 10 of these young men and women, will receive a $1,000 check courtesy of Wingstop. Now, you're sitting here at the table with Dallas Stray from Hebron High School, and you were a little bit surprised, right?
Just a little.
You're going on to play football at Harvard next year, early acceptance, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've got to be so excited about that.
I am.
Are you? Or what are you most nervous about moving on?
The cold weather.
Well, it's 95, 112 in Dallas right now. You're going to be loving the cold weather a little bit later.
Yeah.
Well, we are all so proud of each and every one of you. A little bit later in the show, we're going to have a trivia contest. We know these kids are all very, very smart. We're going to find out just how smart they are when it comes to Dallas-Fort Worth sports. You guys all ready for this? Yeah. I need a little more enthusiasm than that. Yes. Well, we couldn't do it at Wingstop without the fine folks. We couldn't present each and every one of you $1,000 without the fine folks at Wingstop. Rex Heckelman is one of our fine partners at Wingstop, and we're so glad that you've partnered with us on this. It's such a special program, and you've been involved in some of these presentations. What have you taken away from meeting with these young student athletes?
We're just really impressed by what they've been able to accomplish, and Wingstop is really happy to reward and recognize them with our monthly winners, and then now again here at our yearly banquet.
And you've been a part of the presentation process where they do think they're in trouble, aren't they?
Exactly.
They do. They're a little bit nervous. But I get the impression, just when you meet the parents and when you meet the student athletes and their teammates as well, I get the impression that you almost take a little bit more out of it than we might expect.
Well, it is really nice for Wingstop to be able to give back to the community this way, and it's really great to see that there are really good kids out there and doing good things.
There really are a lot of good kids out there, and we are so excited to honor each and every one of you. Congratulations again. We're so proud that you're here with us tonight on the Fan Sports Show. We're going to check back in with our Wingstop Scholar Athletes of the Month a little bit later in the show. Coming up still on the Fan Sports Show, we are checking in with Cowboys cornerback Morris Claiborne. What are his expectations for 2013? He'll tell us as we come back here on The Fan on TXA 21. We'll also check back in with our Wingstop Scholar Athletes. You are watching The Fan Sports Show on TXA 21. Back in the winner's room, as I like to call it, back with our Wingstop Scholar Athletes of the Month. Coming up next, we're checking back in with them just to see how up to speed they are on their Dallas-Fort Worth sports. You guys know all this, right? Yes, yes, yes. We're putting them to the test with a little Dallas-Fort Worth sports trivia. Some national questions thrown in. That and more when we come back on TXA 21.
You're watching the Fan Sports Show.
Back on TXA 21, where we are honoring our Wingstop Scholar Athletes of the Month. We have 10 awesome young men and women that we have introduced you to all throughout the school year here on TXA 21, from schools all across North Texas, ranging from Aledo High School to Scurry Rosser to DeSoto to North Dallas, Arlington Martin, and more. They play football, tennis, baseball, softball, all of the above, and they do a lot off the field as well as being winners and leaders in the classroom. Now, we know they're talented, but we want to find out just how much they know about sports, because they all play sports, right? Yep, and they all love them. And I've kind of given them an idea of what it is we're doing. So it's TXA 21 Fan Sports Show Trivia. Are you guys ready? And I've had to change the rules here a little bit because the parents know a lot of the answers to the questions. So we're making this one for all the student athletes and their siblings. So if you guys are ready, we're going to roll here. Okay? First trivia question. Who leads the Rangers in home runs going into tonight's game? Oh, Darian Hatcher from Scurry Rosser High School.
Nelson Cruz?
You Googled that, didn't you?
No.
Do you know how many he has?
18.
He Googled that. Very good. Next question. Which NBA teams are in the NBA Finals? Simple. Oh, I saw you, Taylor, from Arlington Martin High School.
Spurs and the Heat.
And who leads the series?
The Spurs.
Oh, Mom's over here whispering the question. You are right. The Spurs can win their 5th title tonight with a win over the Miami Heat. Okay, footballers. Now, there's one young man who is feeling the pressure for this question. Where did the Cowboys' first-round draft pick, Travis Frederick, play college football? Oh, Sergio from DeSoto High School. Bill Jones put the pressure on you to get this question right. I'm going to pull back the curtain here.
Wisconsin.
Very good, very good. What position is he expected to start for the Cowboys?
Center.
Very good. Man knows his football. Very good. Okay, time to talk a little hockey here. Which former Dallas Stars player's birthday, I'm calling an audible here, guys, back in the studio, back in the booth. Which former Dallas Stars player shares a birthday with me on June 4th? Anybody know? There's one person in this room who should really know the answer to this question. That's right, we call it an audible there, Darian Hatcher. was born on June 4th. He's a little older than me, though, if you want to Google. Now to a real hockey question. How many overtime games have been played in this year's Stanley Cup Finals? Anybody know? Oh, I heard Dad giving Delaney Miller here the answer. Let's go ahead and let you tell us the answer.
2.
2, very good. Do you know who's in the Stanley Cup Finals?
No idea.
Boston and Chicago.
Boston and
The
Chicago.
And who leads?
The Bruins.
Girl knows her hockey. Very good. Very good. Sticking with the hockey theme, anybody know what the primary color is in the new Stars logo? It's color money, kids. Yes. Let me run over here. So you get a workout here. This is what you do. You eat wings and then you host a show and you get a workout going all over the place. Okay, Harvard man, what color is it?
Color is green.
Very good. It's the color of money as well. The man knows his stuff. Very smart. It's a Harvard education coming through. Anybody know how old new Cowboys defensive coordinator Monty Kiffin is? Taylor over here just killing it. She's got the Google machine out. I know. Okay, Taylor. I think Taylor and Darian are in the lead here.
73.
How did you know that? Because you watch the Fan Sports Show. That's the right answer.
Why? Exactly.
I'll tell you a funny story. We once had a very nice viewer get on me for mentioning Monty Kiffin's age so much, so I promised her I wouldn't do it. So, ma'am, I apologize to you at home. And our final question, probably the easiest one. I expect some of you who haven't raised your hands to get this one right. Who owns the Dallas Mavericks? Okay, Ashley Collins, you know the answer to this one.
Mark Cuban.
Yes, very good. From North Crowley High School. Very good. Thank you guys. You guys were all excellent. How much did your parents help you? Be honest. Delaney Miller's father saying just about all of it. Okay, thank you guys very much. We're back to wrap things up here on the Fan Sports Show right after this quick break. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. That just about does it from us and all of our Wingstop Scholar athletes. We thank you so much for joining us. Bigger thanks to all these young, fine men and women right here. Good night, everyone. We will see you guys very soon. Say goodbye.